What it do, everybody? Hope you're ready to get a little musically nerdy today.
Think I'm just too white and nerdy. Can't you see I'm white and nerdy? Look at me, I'm white and nerdy.
We have a sweet little sneak peek behind the scenes. It was put together by Ivan, the music composer for Godforge, and specifically the song Path to Duat, which I got playing right now from the Godforge YouTube channel, which if you haven't already checked it out, check that out. I'll have it linked in the description below. Okay, move myself out of the way a little bit. And now I'm no means a musical expert, not in the field or anything, and I actually not even sure what program this was recorded in. But have always been passionate about music, played trumpet from elementary school all the way through high school, took music theory in high school, and also some electives in college. Didn't major in it or anything, but took a few different music electives. And yeah, enough about that. Let's get into this. Not sure how hard it will be to see while watching this, but obviously we can see here we have the piano keys on the left-hand side, and there's little markings like C1, C2, C3, and I threw together a little snip. So basically it's just each octave. It's just saying there's 8 notes separating each set of keys, so there's an octave, there's an octave, there's an octave, and not counting flat or sharp, just straight note to note. And for anyone curious, this was about my trumpet range in high school. Could actually get a little lower, but that's nothing to do with this. Now, I don't think it'll show well on the video, but there's a little bit of writing in each box, and that's the actual note and what octave it's in. And again, I'm not sure because I haven't used this program, but from what I can tell, each color is each different instrument. But yeah, enough talking about it. Let's just play it. Sorry if there's a bunch of awkward cuts in this video, trying a couple different things and just kind of had to rearrange things to make it work a little smoother. One of the things I wanted to point out is this little flourish. You can hear the kind of horns doing that little do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Pretty sure what's highlighted red is the voices right now. And one thing I don't see, there's kind of different things highlighting, so you can see from here it's the red, here it's the yellow. So I don't know if that's specifically where the focus is, but one thing I don't see is the priority or the loudness of each instrument. So right here, this is kind of flutes up here, and you don't really hear them through this part that's circled right now. But you'll notice once we get to this bit right here, they don't take the highlight, so I don't think they're their priority, but you can actually hear them a lot better once we get to that area that's circled. Right now, that little flourish. And I think this gray down here is kind of that guitar, mandolin kind of. Not sure what instrument it is. Right now, these green and yellow, I think, is kind of the trumpet horns. Ooh, I went way back, sorry. Just so you can kind of hear with the music. Yeah, right here you can see the red is the chorus because you can kind of hear it go up and come down. And the low horns kind of take over here at the end. But yeah, overall it's a pretty short song. I'll start it over again. Not sure how great of a breakdown that was, but I really nerd over this stuff. I love being able to pick out the different instruments and see the actual notes they're playing. Like down here you can see these little, if I pause it, you can hear that little, again, guitar mandolin, and you can just see these little gray specks, and that's how fast it's actually playing. Don't have too much more to break it down. There is a lot going on in this song. There's probably another 10 instruments that I didn't even name that are being used in here. But yeah, I love nerding out over this and being able to actually see the music. It's obviously not sheet music, but it's pretty close, seeing all the notes and everything. You can see the chords coming together. I do wish I could pinpoint down how, like you can see right now, nothing's highlighted, so, but then this gets highlighted as it passes. Wish I was a music expert, wish I knew more about it. But yeah, wanted to keep this short and sweet, didn't want to nerd out too hard. Hope you enjoyed this recap. We'll pull this back up because it's pretty to look at, but huge shout out to Ivan for putting that together for us. Huge fan of the music so far, so hoots and salutes to him. And yeah, that's all I got for this one. Have a good one.